Hello, it's me Orange Sheep and welcome back to my new video. So today's opponents we have the Mask and Doomguy. Summary: The Mask, also known as Big Head, is the anti-hero/villain protagonist of the Dark Horse comic book series The Mask. The story initially revolves around a magical mask which gives any wearer limitless power and an altered appearance, characterized by a large set of teeth and an enlarged, green-colored head. The mask affects the personality of the wearer by removing all personal social inhibitions, causing the wearer to become insane. In the original comic stories, characters who wore the mask would become dangerous and cruel anti-heroes with ultra-violent tendencies, even if this was not the wearer's original intention. The title of the comic book originally referred to the mask itself and not the character it unleashed. In early stories, the character was referred to as Big Head. It was not until the films and television series that the character became known as the Mask. Powers and stats tier, at least 9B, likely 9A, 8B. Name: The Mask, Big Head. Any other names possessed by the current wearer. Origin: The Mask. Gender: various. Age: various. Classification: unknown, though the wearers themselves are human. Powers and abilities: superhuman physical characteristics, weapon mastery, immortality. Type 3, regeneration, low-high, tune force, teleportation, flight, pocket reality manipulation, can produce almost any desired object seemingly out of nowhere. Shape-shifting, can take the form of other individuals, as well as materialize new clothes and develop new physical features. Transmutation, transformed a balloon animal into a submachine gun. Turned a cigarette into a bomb. Transfigured a sniper scope into a kaleidoscope. Turned his own fingerprints into pictures of Halloween characters. Sound manipulation, electricity manipulation, requires an outside source of electricity. Summoning, called forth a small army of beings in a fight with Walter. Minor physics manipulation, completely halted a free fall. Reality warping, breaking the fourth wall. High resistance to pain. Invulnerability. The mask itself is indestructible, and as it fuses with the wearer's head, it protects them and ensures their head will survive even if the rest of their body is destroyed. All previous abilities greatly enhanced, as well as immortality. Type 2, magnetism manipulation, via giant magnet, and resistance to poison attack. Potency, at least. Wall level, Stanley Ipkiss destroyed part of an apartment complex with a rocket launcher. Users can damage those who harm them, likely. Small building level, Nunzio unleashed an explosion of this size. Ben collapsed a concert stage with a scream. City block level, General Blair was able to fight someone who withstood this. Speed, supersonic plus, Lieutenant Kellaway casually dodged shotgun blasts at point-blank range. Nunzio did this before a group of armed men could react. Rick could move fast enough to cause a sonic boom, likely the same as before. Lifting strength, superhuman, Lieutenant Kellaway effortlessly tossed a grown man several feet into the air. Kathy easily broke a man's arm with one hand. Class M, General Blair stopped a large building from falling. Striking strength, at least. Wall class, Lieutenant Kellaway cleaved through a police car with an axe, likely. Small building class, Rick was strong enough to briefly knock himself out with a single hit. City block class, durability, at least. Wall level, Kathy, one of the mask's least powerful wearers, survived being tackled through a wall, which takes this much energy. Stanley Ipkiss was unscathed by a violent car crash, likely. Small building level, Lieutenant Kellaway was completely unharmed by this. Nunzio tanked his own explosion at point-blank range. Regeneration makes each wearer difficult to kill. City block level, Emily Tuttle withstood this with no damage. General Blair was able to catch a falling building. Unknown for the mask itself, nothing has been shown to be able to destroy it. Regeneration and invulnerability make each wearer difficult to kill. Stamina varies. Weaker wearers have shown to tire after extended periods of time and can be incapacitated by severe enough injuries, whereas most other wearers don't seem to tire at all and remain completely unhindered by loss of limbs and destruction of organs. Rick, in particular, went on a rampage for 3 full days without stopping. vastly superhuman. All examples of lesser stamina are no longer present. Range, standard melee range physically. Up to dozens of meters with weapons. Same as before. Standard equipment, almost anything the wearer is capable of thinking of, including, but not limited to, melee weapons, firearms, explosives, toys, propellers, rolling pins, cigarettes, instant-acting sleeping pills, energy weapons, giant magnets, guitars, monster trucks, flying broomsticks and a bottomless cup of coffee. Intelligence, moderately high, albeit insane. Weaknesses, extremely psychotic and impulsive. Possesses mediocre long-term tactical abilities, often making decisions without giving much thought to the repercussions that might follow as a result. The wearer's powers stem from the mask itself. Tricking the wearer into taking off the mask will result in said the Doomguy, also known as the Doom Marine or Doom Slayer since the 2016 reboot, is the main character of the sci-fi, horror, first-person shooter Doom series. He is one of the Earth's toughest and mightiest warriors who single-handedly fights against the armies of Hell. In the ending of Doom 64, he entered Hell and closed the gateway to the living world in hopes the Earth will be saved, at the cost of Doomguy having to fight demons for eternity. Quake Arena, Quake Champions, and Doom Eternal confirm that the Doom Slayer is the original Doomguy. The former state that he still carries around Hind Rabbit's foot made from his rabbit Daisy and includes his bio taken directly from Doom 2016, including the Slayer's testaments. Doom Eternal tells of Doomguy's arrival on Sentinel Prime from Hell. Countless centuries later, and through enormous levels of training and battle, he has grown much stronger to the point where even the strongest demons in existence fear him as the Doom Slayer. Where he yet again fights to save the post-apocalyptic world in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Powers and stats tier, at least 9A physically, 9B to 9A with most weapons, higher with the power-ups, BFG, and against demons with the Unmaker, at least 8C physically, higher with weaponry, low 7B with the Crucible, at least 7C, higher with power-ups, 9B to 8A with weapons, likely at least low 7B, likely higher with Blood Punch, power-ups, and the Slayer's Crucible. At least 2B, possibly 2A, higher with Sentinel Hammer, Blood Punch and power-ups. Name, Doomguy, Doom Marine, Doom Slayer, Great Slayer, Hellwalker, Unchained Predator, Scourge of Hell, the Slayer, the Beast, DM15, Flynn Taggart /Taggart93, the Outlander, the Destroyer. Doom RPG hints his real name is William Joseph B. J. Blazkowicz. 3 Origin, Doom Gender, Male Age, unknown, appears to be in his late 20s to early 30s, unknown, likely thousands to billions of years old, is stated to have been alive for eons. Classification, human, U.S. Space Marine Captain, immortal enhanced human, former Night Sentinel, rumored to be a demon or a god. Powers and abilities, superhuman physical characteristics, supernatural willpower, pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death, expert marksman, master hand-to-hand combat, immortality, type 4, can come back via eternal life after death with either just his pistol or his full arsenal, allowing him to come back indefinitely, but will restart the level as a result. Causality, type 1, his existence, and him causing the destruction to the Makers was considered the only constant within infinite possibilities, unchanged by the flowing data of endless variability, despite the ability of Makers to travel through dimensions and time. The omniscience available to the Maker Collective was incapable of revealing the identity of the prophesized destroyer, leading the Makers to rely on blood tests for the strongest Sentinel warriors through the Divinity Machine instead. Strength, durability amplification, and rage power with the Berserk, invulnerability with the Invulnerability Sphere, limited, durability negation, with Unmaker, which causes demons to boil them from inside, plasma, energy projection, and explosion manipulation with various weapons, invisibility with invisibility power-up, healing with medkits and armor drops, reactive power level, continuously fought and returned stronger against the demons, cross-universal teleportation portals, can survive entrance in both demonic and technological interdimensional portals, high resistance to hellfire, acid manipulation, radiation manipulation, withstood radioactive toxic waste, and mind manipulation, can fend off the influence of arch-vials, same as before plus, acrobatics, chain manipulation. His super shotgun had been armed with a meat hook during his time as a sentinel, negation of immortality, types 2 and 4, sword mastery, trained with elite sentinel warriors in sword combat and was recognized as the very best amongst them, and wielded the crucible, plasma manipulation, armed with a ballista, all previous plus, immortality, type 1, non-physical interaction, was later able to stab the soul entombed within the gladiator's shield, double jump, with delta V jump boots. Can also scale walls with ease. Genius intelligence, self-sustenance, type 1, 2 and 3, can survive for many years without air, eating, drinking or sleeping. Fire manipulation with various weapons, electricity manipulation with lightning gun, magnetism manipulation with Gauss cannon, fire steel flechettes that lock onto targets via magnetism, pseudo-flight with thrusters, illusion creation with holograms, speed amplification, with the haste sphere, weapon amplification with the quad damage sphere, capable of increasing damage output of all weapons by a factor of 4x, blessed by the Seraphim to have increased power and speed, life force absorption against demons, stated to draw strength from fallen foes, or via siphon grenade, paralysis inducement via the plasma rifle, resistance to madness manipulation, type 2, completely unaffected by regular use of the berserk sphere, which leaves normal people in a perpetual state of delirium after a single use, death manipulation, the summoners, whose energy blasts can turn their victims undead against their will were unable to affect him at any point when he was in hell, extreme heat, Predator armor is stated to be completely immune to everything in the X, possession, including a laser that was stated to be over 2 million degrees Kelvin, possession and soul manipulation, completely immune to the lost soul's soul possession, and is capable of tanking their explosive attacks without any energy shields, mind manipulation, resisted buff totems and the psychomancy powers, corruption, resisted hell's power, electricity manipulation, shown here, same, as before. Ice manipulation with ice bomb, portal creation via Vega, non-physical interaction, attacked the soul trapped in the gladiator's shield with his doomblade and spirits with sustained and concentrated energy of his microwave beam, time slow, via chrono strike and saving throw, immortality negation, type 2 and 4 with the Slayer's crucible, surface scaling, force field creation, energy, shield mod for chain gun creates a force field, preparation, repairs and upgrades various weapons and equipment within the Fortress of Doom, paralysis inducement via crucible and sentinel hammer. Limited reactive power level, limited resurrection, and explosion manipulation with runes, limited reality warping, can interact with distortions in the fabric of reality, altering the physical world to change the Doomslayer's appearance, resistance to ice manipulation, not injured by ice bombs, attack potency, at least small building level physically, capable of killing demons on this level with his bare fists, wall level +2 small building level with most weapons, higher with Berserk, the BFG 9000, and against demons with the Unmaker, at least building level physically, stronger than before, should be comparable to Marauders, higher with weaponry, armed with a ballista, a weapon capable of dealing heavy damage to high-tier demons, as well as his previous weapons. Small city level with the Crucible. The Crucible was designed to be capable of killing titans, and was later used to kill the Icon of Sin, at least town level, scaled from durability. Stronger than before. Higher with power-ups, wall level +2 multi-city block level with weapons, wields the UAC EMG sidearm with a 4 megawatt plasma charge, various rifles, rockets, and the BFG 9000, likely at least small city level, stated to be stronger than before, could contend with the Icon of Sin, higher with blood punch, power-ups, and the Slayer's Crucible, at least multiverse level, possibly multiverse level plus, fought and defeated Devoth, higher with Sentinel Hammer, Blood Punch, and power-up speed, at least supersonic, can dodge machine-generated electricity and plasma weapons with ease, possibly higher attack speed with the Unmaker, at least supersonic, should be at least as fast, if not faster than before, higher with Ballista, at least supersonic, likely much faster than before, can move this fast, higher with the power-ups and runes. At least hypersonic attack speed with the Gauss cannon, likely higher, at least massively hypersonic plus reactions, faster than Marauders who can react to plasma weapons, can react to the Icon of Sin's meteors and the Con Maker's attacks, higher with power-ups, runes, and dash, at least massively hypersonic plus reactions, possibly higher, kept up, with Devoth, higher power-ups, runes, and dash lifting strength, at least class 5, physically at least comparable than the classic Pinky, higher with the Berserk, increases his strength several times beyond normal, at least class 5, should at very least be as strong as before, likely stronger, possibly far higher, shouldn't be hugely weaker than the Marauder, likely class G, far stronger than before. Capable of casually mutilating super heavy tier demons with his bare hands such as Cybardments, Barons of Hell, and Hell Guards. Possibly overpowered the Dreadnought Titan's attacks, higher with power-ups, at least class G, stronger than before. Broke chains that enslaved Titans couldn't escape from, higher with power-ups, at least class G, stronger than before, striking strength. At least small building class, can beat demons on this level to death with his bare hands, higher with the Berserk Sphere, at least building class, at least town class, higher with power-ups, at least small city class, likely higher, stronger than before, higher with Blood Punch, and power-ups. At least multiversal, possibly multiversal plus, higher with Blood Punch and power-ups durability, at least small building level without his armor, able to withstand large amounts of gunfire, including bursts from assault rifles and point-blank blasts from a shotgun. Capable of tanking multiple hits from the Imp, higher with the security armor, Soul Sphere, allows him to tank bursts of chain gunfire and explosions from explosive barrels, as well as multiple rockets from the Revenant, combat armor, capable of taking numerous hits from the Baron of Hell, and power-ups, at least building level, should be much more durable than before, at least town level, withstood the Argent Tower explosion, higher with power-ups, likely at least small city level, stated to be stronger than before, higher with Blood Punch and power-ups. At least multiverse level, possibly multiverse level plus, endured hits from Devoth, higher with power-ups stamina. Superhuman. Can survive for a long time without eating and drinking. Is capable of resisting hell's temperatures, battling for hours on end without rest, and even running at subsonic speeds for extended periods of time without tiring. Superhuman. Could fight in the arena for huge periods of time, could fight against swarms of demons that had ravaged the other Night Sentinels, nearly limitless, rampaged across hell for eons without eating, drinking, sleeping or tiring, and was heavily implied to have been fighting demons the entire time he was there, nearly limitless range, standard melee range physically, extended melee range with chainsaw and ballista, tens of meters with shotguns, hundreds of meters to several kilometers with other ranged weapons standard equipment, his combat, armor, brass knuckles, fire axe, grenades, fire extinguisher, chainsaw, pistol, shotgun, super shotgun, machine gun, chain gun, rocket launcher, plasma gun, BFG 9000, Unmaker, only hurts demons, and the Berserk, same as before plus, the Praetor armor, a Gauss cannon, siphon grenades, a holographic projection device, the haste sphere, the quad damage sphere, the invulnerability sphere, the crucible, and most other previously mentioned weaponry. All previous except the crucible, carries the Sentinel Hammer intelligence, gifted, is one of Earth's toughest, hardened in combat and trained for battle. Can use any conventional tool and armament. Is an excellent military tactician, can come up with attack strategies and adapt on the fly while facing down any threat, and his actions have led to the downfall of numerous demonic invasion plans. Genius. Being the same Doomguy of the original games, he should have the same skills further enforced to a greater extent as the Doomslayer. He possesses countless centuries of combat experience and Night Sentinel training after being trapped in hell for countless lifetimes. The Doom Eternal lore suggests he's adept with computer sciences and literary paraphernalia within the fortress, as his original Predator suit can be found disassembled in his quarters with numerous parts of it repurposed for his new suit. His skills are even further enhanced with Vega 2, where he created his own ballista and training room to keep his skills sharp, at least genius, possibly higher. Should be comparable to the likes of Devoth. Weaknesses: his armor's energy shields don't regenerate and he is weaker without his power-ups and armor. Armor's energy shields don't regenerate. Apparently takes great pleasure in destroying things, which can sometimes be detrimental to his own success. Berserk renders him incapable of operating firearms during its duration. Most of his weapons are far below his own physical tier. Alright, enough talking, let's get ready for the fight. This place will take on hell and there is no prep time. Let the battle begin. Okay, I've got lots of things to explain. Why did the mask won? This is not Salt Battle, and if you don't want to join at this Salt Battle, I recommend you to get off on this video, and thanks to @silos_j for making the animation, and enjoy the post-analysis. So why did the mask won? Well, first off, he has Toon Forces and Doom has never fought anyone who has Toon Forces, and he can't really take the fight too seriously, and however the mask can survive from Doom's attacks including the chainsaws, and if you saw anyone angry, reply them with a potato, and mask has shapeshifting, which means he could shapeshift into a Doom and fight him, and the mask can regenerate faster than Doomguy, and the mask can also take his armors off. Doomguy might be a true Hell King, but he is not really a perfect Hell King, so that's why I believe that the mask could beat Doomguy. That's right. Our winner is the mask. On the next episode of Universal Battles.
Noroi. The world は最強のスタンドだ。時間を止めずともスピードとパワーとてお前のスタープラチナより上なのだ。俺のスタープラチナと同じタイプのスタンドだな。遠距離へはいけないがパワーと精密な動きができる。貴様よりどのぐらいザワールドのスタンドパワーが強いかちょいと試してみたかった。
それもおしまい。私もういい子でいるのやめる。お姉様をこの手でやっつけて外に出るわ。